Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another Mr. Doctor Who Fan 13 Doctor Who DVD review. And today we are concluding my requests for DVD box sets with Doctor Who Lost in Time, requested by Harry Westergaard. So thank you very much, Harry Westergaard, for requesting this DVD review. Once again, I'll post a link to his channel in the description. Right now I'm not taking requests for DVD reviews, so obviously, you're gonna have to wait if you want to request one. But anyway, let's get on with this DVD review. Now, as you could notice, if this even it counts as a box set, this was the first ever Doctor Who DVD box set released, to my knowledge, in 2004. Now, this. Also, as a result, it isn't, like any other DVD box sets. It's just set up like a giant DVD case, but that's reasonable anyway, because it hasn't got any full stories in it. It's just, a collection of rare orphan episodes. So, we got BBC DVD and BBC, because this was like 2004, so it was between, it was sort of going into more, into putting more effort into the DVD, covers and stuff like that, the discs and stuff like that. So, and we've got Doctor Who, Lost in Time, and on the cover we just got the first Doctor, the second Doctor, and the TARDIS in the middle, and a clock. Straight PG. It's a 3-disc set starring William Hartnell and Patrick Troughton. Then on the spine, of course, we got, Doctor Who Lost in Time, PG, with the TARDIS in the middle there, rather than the first or second Doctor. So, we've got pictures, the Cybermen in the moon base, Jamie and Victoria with a Yeti and that guy in the Abominable Snowmen, a Dalek in the Daleks Master Plan, I think, Victoria getting attacked. No, not Victoria, that's that woman there. Getting attacked by Yeti in the Web of Fear, and the Celestial Toymaker in, the Celestial Toymaker. So, Doctor Who, Lost in Time, starring William Hartnell and Patrick Troughton. A digitally restored collection of rare 1960s Doctor Who episodes from stories which no longer exist in their entirety. They offer a unique glimpse at classic adventures which are now lost in time. Featuring 18 full episodes. The Crusade, episodes 1 and 3, 1965. The Daleks Master Plan, episodes 2, 5 and 10, 1965 to 1966. The Celestial Toymaker, episode 4, 1966. The Underwater Menace, episode 3, 1967. The Moonbase, episodes 2 and 4, 1967. The Faceless Ones, episodes 1 and 3, 1967. The Evil of the Daleks, episode 2, 1967. The Abominable Snowman, episode 2, 1967. The Enemy of the World, episode 3, 1968. The Web of Fear, episode 1, 1968. The Wheel in Space, episodes 3 and 6, 1968. And the Space Pirates, episode 2, 1969. So, we got tons of special features here. Commentary for the Crusade, episode 3 by Julian Glover, King Richard. Commentary for the Daleks Master Plan, episode 2 by Peter Purvis, Stephen, Kevin Stoney, Mavic Chen, Raymond Cusick, designer. Commentary for the Evil of the Daleks, episode 2, and the Abominable Snowman, episode 2 by Deborah Watling, Victoria. Commentary for the Web of Fear, episode 1 by Deborah Watling and Derek Sherwin, story editor. Commentary for the Wheel in Space, episode 6 by Derek Sherwin and Tristan D. Vere Cole, director. The Missing Years, a documentary about the missing episodes of Doctor Who, which was also released on VHS, I believe. Surviving clips from the Daleks Master Plan, The Smugglers, 1966, The 10th Planet, 1966, The Power of the Daleks, 1966, The Highlanders, 1967, The Underwater Menace, The Macro Terror, 1967, The Abominable Snowmen, The Web of Fear, Fury from the Deep, 1968, The Wheel in Space, and The Space Pirates. Film footage showing the making of The Smugglers, The Abominable Snowmen, and Fury from the Deep. The Last Dalek, a short film with the commentary showing the making of the Evil of the Daleks, 1967, which was also included on the special edition release of Resurrection of the Daleks and Revisitations 2. Soundtracks to the Crusade episodes 2 and 4 and the Moonbase episodes 1 and 3. Introductions to episodes 1 and 3 of the Crusade by William Russell Ian. The trailer for The Power of the Daleks. 8mm off-screen footage from various lost episodes. And commentaries moderated by Gary Russell. Written by David Whittaker, Terry Nation, and Dennis Spooner, Brian Hales, Jeffrey Orme, Kit Pedler, David Ellis, Malcolm Hawke, Mervyn Haseman, Henry Lincoln, and Robert Holmes. Directed by Douglas Canfield, Bill Sellers, Julia Smith, Morris Barry, Jerry Mill, Derek Martinez, Gerald Blake, Barry Letts, Tristan Devere-Cole, and Michael Hart. Produced by Verity Lambert, John Wiles, Innes Lloyd, and Peter Bryant. Incidental music by Dudley Simpson and Tristan Carey. Contains black and white footage. So, then we got the boring information no one cares about. And here inside we have we're going to take a look at the production notes here. It goes in, some really nice depth how, the episodes got junked and stuff like that. So, yeah. So I've got a bit of a warranty there as well, so, yeah. So, on the front and back we've got the production notes. Then inside we've got informations on the episodes. Disc 1, we have The Lion, which is episode 1 of The Crusade, first shown 27th of March 1965, and we've also got, synopsises. The TARDIS lands in a wood in Palestine, where a king is ambushed and Barbara is taken prisoner by the Sarkans. The Wheel of Fortune, episode 3 of The Crusade, first shown 10th of April 1965. King Richard has knighted Ian and sent him as emissary to the Sardine. Barbara has been kidnapped by Akir's men, but slips her captors in the streets of Lydia. Audio commentary option featuring... I'm not going to go into the special features, we already did this on the back of the box, but... the Crusade episodes 1 and 3 are actually pretty good episodes, really. I think they're really, really nice. Yeah, I'm going to give my quick thoughts on these episodes as well. So, Day of Armageddon, episode 2 of the Daleks Master Plan, first shown 20th of November 1965. But yeah, I think the Crusade is pretty good. On the planet Kemble in the year 4000, the Doctor and his companions encounter a space station security agent, Brett Vion. The Daleks too are on Kemble, assembling a grand alliance to conquer the galaxy. Counterplot, that's what it's called, I keep forgetting that. Counterplot, episode 5 of the Daleks Master Plan, first shown 11th of December 1965. The Doctor and his companions have followed Mavic Chen to Earth, but Katrina is killed en route. Chen sends Sarah Kingdom to assassinate them. Brett is the first to die. The Escape Switch, episode 10 of the Daleks Master Plan, first shown 15th January 1966. The Doctor has stolen the core of the Time Destructor and fled in the TARDIS, but the Daleks pursue him through time. The TARDIS arrives in ancient Egypt, where the Great Pyramid is being built. But the Daleks are not the only old enemy looking for revenge on the Doctor. So the Daleks Master Plan episodes 2, 5 and 10 are great episodes. I think that's a really, really good story. It's a shame we don't have it complete. The Final Test, episode 4 of the Celestial Toymaker, first shown 23rd of April 1966. Trapped in the domain of the Celestial Toymaker, the Doctor is made invisible and forced to play a game of intellect. His companions too must play the Toymaker's game. If they win, they will regain the TARDIS and may go free, but if they lose, they will become his playthings forever. That's another great episode. Really, really wish we had the Celestial Toymaker. So, yeah. Then it says what special features are on that disc, but we don't care. And also on top, we've got really nice, opening title sequence for the William Hartnell years. Sorry, for the William Hartnell era. then the same thing on Disc 2 and 3 with the Patrick Troughton. Yeah. So, yeah. Right. So, Disc 2 contains the Underwater Menace Episode 3, first shown 29th of January 1967. Professor Zaroff has promised to raise the lost city of Atlantis from beneath the sea, but the Doctor discovers his true intention, to destroy the world. The moon... I actually really like the Underwater Menace Episode 3. We're getting the DVD release of that later this year with episodes 1 and 4 animated, so I'm looking forward to that. Although this will prove kind of redundant though, so yeah. The Moon Base Episode 2, first shown 18th February 1967. Plague has struck a weather control base on the moon in the year 2070, and the bodies of the victims are vanishing from the sick bay. Jamie has been injured during a low-gravity moonwalk and believes he's in his delirium that the Phantom Piper of the McCrimmons has come for him. The Moon Base Episode 4, first shown 4th of March 1967. The Cybermen have been expelled from the base, but regroup on the lunar surface, ready to move in for their final attack. The Moon Base is a great story. I have that on DVD. It's been released, so it proves redundant on this because episodes 2 are out now on DVD with episodes 1 and 3 animated, so you can get that. But still, these are two really great episodes. The Faceless Ones Episode 1, first shown 8th of April 1967. Gatwick Airport and the TARDIS lands in the path of an incoming jet. The Faceless Ones Episode 3. Faceless Ones Episode 3, first shown 22nd of April 1967. Jamie has met Samantha Briggs, whose brother has disappeared on the Chameleon Tours package holiday. Investigating the office in the Chameleon hangar, the Doctor walks into a trap. The Faceless Ones Episode 1 and 3 are two, again, fantastic episodes, and it'd be nice to have it complete, but from what I've seen, this is a great story. And then we have The Evil of the Daleks Episode 2, first shown 27th of May 1967. The TARDIS has been stolen. The Doctor and Jamie follow a trail to London, a London antique shop selling so-called genuine Victoriana. But Kennedy, the man they are looking for, has troubles of its own. They've got special features again. Disc 3, The Abominable Snowmen Episode 2, first shown 7th of October 1967. Arriving in Tibet, the Doctor plans to return a holiday relic which a monastery entrusted to him for safekeeping. But he finds the once friendly monks hostile and suspicious, now that the gentle Yeti of the Himalayas have become savage killers. The enemy, that's a great episode, The Abominable Snowmen. I'm a huge fan of the Yeti. It marks the debut of the Great Intelligence, does that story. I've seen the reconstruction of it, it's really good. And episode 2 is a good episode as well. The Enemy of the World Episode 3, first shown 6th of January 1968. The Doctor has a double, Salamander, inventor of the so-called Sunstar, who has saved the world from starvation. Giles Kent, once Salamander's ally, suspects his real aim to seize power. The Doctor falls in with Kent, while Jamie and Victoria are given jobs in Salamander's rein-chew. After a volcanic eruption in Hungary, political leader Deans accuses Salamander of creating the disaster himself, but Salamander responds by having him deposed and arrested. The Enemy of the World, once again, great story. We actually have this complete now on DVD. I'm not going to go into too much detail because you already know I like to. If you see my review of the DVD of The Enemy of the World, but episode 3, great episode. Then we have The Web of Fear Episode 1, first shown 3rd of February 1968. Salamander has attempted to steal the TARDIS, but is sucked out into the vortex. Will the Doctor and his friends share his fate? and what horror awaits them in the London Underground. The Web of Fear, we're getting that on DVD later this month. So, yeah. But episode 1, I'm really looking forward to the DVD release of the Web of Fear, because I've seen episode 1, on here. Great episode. I've seen a reconstruction of it, before it was announced to be recovered, and it is a great, great story. It's fantastic. One of Troughton's finest. The Wheel in Space, episode 3, first shown 11th of May 1968. The TARDIS has materialised inside an abandoned rocket drifting in space. The Doctor and Jamie are taken to a nearby space station, and its controller orders the rocket destroyed by the Wheel's laser guns. With the TARDIS still on board, there is another alien presence on the rocket. Rocket 2. Strange eggs which begin to hatch out. To what? Then we have The Wheel in Space, episode 6, first shown 1st of June 1968. The Cybermen have penetrated the Wheel, taken over some of its crew, and now plan to poison the air supply. Jamie and Zoe are spacewalking across to the rocket to fetch a vital component from the TARDIS when the Wheel is attacked by a meteorite storm. Then we have The Space Pirates, episode 2. The Wheel in Space, once again. Episodes 3 and 6 are fantastic. I think it's the only Cybermen story we don't have on DVD at the minute, and that's because, they can't afford to animate it because 4 episodes are missing, and they can only afford to animate 2 per story, apparently. So, yeah. Speaking of which, they should animate The Crusade. But anyway, that's for another time. The Space Pirates, episode 2, first shown 15th March 1969. The TARDIS materialises on a space beacon, and the Doctor and his friends find themselves in the middle of an attack by the Space Pirates, trapped inside one section with the lock fused. The travellers are blown to the floor as the pirates detonate their explosives. The Space Pirates is terrible, okay? I've seen a reconstruction of it. I've seen episode 2 on here. It's a bloody horrible story, okay? It's definitely the worst black and white story I've ever seen. Because once again I've seen the reconstruction and I've seen episode 2 on this. It's horrible. It's classic. It's absolute worst. Unfortunately, I can't call it, as bad as Terminus or Time Flight because I haven't seen the whole thing, but from what I've seen, it is pretty bad. Especially episode 2. I mean, shit starts to happen, actually, in, episodes 3 to 6, but it's still not good. It is really, really a bad story. I don't like it at all. But that's the only good on this DVD box set. Everything else is good. So, there we have Doctor Who Lost in Time Disc 1, Doctor Who Lost in Time Disc 2, and Doctor Who Lost in Time Disc 3. Just basically shows the clock and whichever doctors have their respective episodes on that disc. So, overall, Lost in Time is a good DVD box set, I think. It is, it's a great chance to see, for the time especially, it was a great chance to see this. It was a great way to see all these episodes on this disc, finally come to DVD, because they weren't complete, fully complete in their true forms. So it was nice to see stories like The Enemy of the World, episode 3, which unfortunately at the time had episodes 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 missing, but, which, obviously you all know I love that one, one of my favourite Troughtons, but, now, I'd still recommend it, because, it's unlikely we'll be seeing the Daleks' master plan, complete, because so much of that is missing, and, it's great to see episodes 2, 5, and 10 on here, although it kind of makes me just even more angry that these episodes are missing, because what's left of them is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I'd trade this. I mean, there's only one episode on here that I really don't like, and that's the Space Pirates episode 2. But everything else, fantastic. I'd still recommend this, even if some of the stories are either already out on DVD or due to be released on DVD in their true forms. Like The Enemy of the World and the Moonbase are out on DVD because The Enemy of the World is complete and the Moonbase has episodes 2 and 4 animated. And we've got The Underwater Menace coming out with episodes 1 and 4 animated due to the recent recovery of episode 2. And also to add to that, we have The Web of Fear coming out on DVD because of the recovery of episodes 2, 4, 5 and 6. Episode 3 is still missing, but that's either going to be reconstructed or animated. Probably reconstructed. But still, Lost in Time, great box set. I still recommend it for, with the episodes that aren't out on DVD. I give it a 10 out of 10. Tons of special features and some great episodes. Even with the Space Pirates episode 2, which is horrible. But it's still great, to see what's left of these stories. So that's going to be that for now. This is Mr. Doc 2013 saying word out.